Hello, and welcome to the Grit and Grace place. I am so excited to start this journey with you guys. I want to tell you here we are going to talk about all things faith and business related. Um, there might be other things thrown in as well. We will talk about grit and we will talk about grace. And we will talk about all the things in between. I was born into a family that I had to have a lot of grit, and I do focus my life forward with grit. But I also have learned along the way how to have grace, and through learning more about Jesus and who he calls me to be, I have learned to have grace and walk in that as well. So today, I was going to actually read some things that was from the verse of the day and the things that my husband and I went through in our Bible study this morning. But I'm using my phone to record this, so I can't get to it. But the ultimate thing that I wanted to say is I look up to King David. I recently asked the question on Facebook, like who inspires you from the Bible? And Mary and David come to mind for me because they were both anointed as teenagers. And even though they were teenagers and a lot of people look down on teenagers or think they don't have a lot of wisdom or, whatever the case may be. They stood in their space and said, Lord, send me. And even though in that moment they had no idea what that looked like, they were obedient to the calling, which is what I'm doing today. I'm not really ready to start the Grit and Grace place. I'm not really ready to step into this place of unknown. But it doesn't matter. God calls me to be obedient either way. And so even though I wasn't even ready to make this video, I just got my phone out and said, I'm going to do it. I don't have a script. I don't have exactly what I want to say. And sometimes my brain doesn't work so good. So I appreciate your grace in that place. Yeah, sometimes I'll lose complete track of where I am or where I'm going. And that's new for me in the last few years. I'm going through some medical issues that have caused that. And so I appreciate your grace in advance for those times when that may happen. I'm looking forward to this so much, even though I'm a little apprehensive. I know that God has called me to this place. And so in that, I know that he will not take me somewhere that he doesn't go with me. I am not a believer, and he won't give you more than you can handle, because I absolutely 100% believe he gives us more than we can handle so that he can show up and he can show us his strength and his glory. And in our weakness, we allow him to be strong. In obedience, I thank you for listening to this first video for the Grit and Grace place. We're going to talk about faith. We're going to talk about business. We're going to talk about, well, let's just be open and honest here. I'm a whole food plant-based enthusiast. That won't be what this channel focuses on, but I may talk about it some. I am willing and open to talk about hard topics, and we can agree and disagree and still be friends. As far as I'm concerned, anyway. We don't have to agree on everything. We do need to be respectful. We need to be polite. And even if we're passionate about something, we need not use colorful language. So I want this to be a space and a place that if you're listening to a video and your children are walking behind you, you fear not that any colorful language will be used. And I'm not saying that then we might not be talking about hard topics. So be mindful of that if you come across a hard topic video. But obedience, that's what this is, the Grit and Grace place. I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to it. I'm a little apprehensive, but I'm not one to let that stop me from being obedient to the Lord. There's going to be times that we're going to show up and maybe without makeup. I haven't cried in 3 years, so I doubt you'll see that happen. If you do, it'll be happy tears, because I have trouble with dry eyes, and it's part of the equation of the health challenges. But King David, oh yeah, see, I got off topic. King David was obedient even though he was called as a teenager to be the king of Israel. You don't see him running around beating his chest saying, when am I going to be king? When am I going to be king? He obediently waits for the time when the Lord calls him to his higher calling. And I think a lot of us wait and don't take action, where that's not what David did. He was taking action and putting himself in places and spaces, and still, even after he was king, made mistakes and even sinned. Obviously, everybody knows about Bathsheba, and he already had like 5, 6 wives or something when that happened. So, it's not that God's people are never going to sin. It's that we try our best to hold on to Jesus. And when we can't hold on, he holds on to us. And when you are the one that he goes after, then you are thankful that he leaves the 99 and comes after you. I am anyway. I know I have been so thankful so many times that he has come after me when I've wandered away. So, welcome to the Grit and Grace place. I look forward to getting to know all of you, and I can't wait to hang out with you again soon.